Hey man, we got Steven Espinoza right here, man. How's everything going today, man?
Everything's good, man. All good.
Man, you know, we got the Gary Russell fight tonight, man. You know, with everything going on around right now, man, I've been hearing a lot of chatter about the Deontay Wilder-Anthony Joshua fight, man. Can you elaborate a little bit on that, man? This is Corey Lee's Boxing.
Yeah, you know, I'm optimistic. Things are going the right direction. They're going a little bit slow, but they are going the right direction. I do believe that AJ wants the fight. He wants it this year. I know that Deontay wants the fight, wants it this year. So I think unless we're in for some unexpected surprise, I think we're on track to get that fight sooner rather than later.
I'm hearing, you know, from what I'm hearing on a couple interviews you have done, is November 4th. Should I book my flight?
Looking probably at some point, you know, maybe November or early December. So anywhere in there.
Okay, so the fight is not going to be in the UK.
That's one of the issues that's still open. You know, it's important to Deontay. You know, Deontay thinks that financially it's going to do better in Vegas. Wilder obviously has a big fan base in the UK. He wants to reward them with a big fight. Well, hopefully we can work that out. That's probably one of the bigger points that isn't resolved.
Okay, and one of the big points that I have been wanting to ask you, man, who's the A side and who's the B side? I've got to know, man. You're the man to talk to.
You know, it's going to be one of those where, you know, they split down the middle. You know, it's really going to be neither side getting a clear priority. You know, even, you know, some of the posters might say Wilder Joshua, some say Joshua Wilder. It's one of those, you got arguments on both sides, and when you don't have a clear decision, you know, you just split it down the middle.
So when you know, when they're saying, you know, the $50 million is there, the $50 million is in the bag, is the $50 million there?
Well, I've seen proof of funds. You know, the $50 million is definitely there. You know, that's a big part of it. You know, and that's obviously an attractive piece. $50 million is more money than any heavyweight has ever been paid for a fight in the history of the sport. And you know, it's a big move. So obviously the Wilder side wants the fight very badly. Otherwise, it wouldn't be putting up that kind of money.
Is Eddie Hearn? You know, we hear a lot of chatter about Eddie Hearn. You know, and I'm on the ground, you know, working. Is Eddie Hearn a bad businessman to deal with?
No, he's not. Like, look, you know, different business people have different priorities. You know, and the challenge of business is how do you get together with people with different business priorities, different ways of doing business, and put together something that you can all agree on. So no, I would never say that Eddie's a bad businessman. You know, he's got his objectives. You know, on behalf of the Wilder, the Joshua team, you know, the Wilder team has their own objectives. Sort of one of my roles in the middle is to, you know, make sure that they get together and resolve everything. You know, it doesn't really matter to me how it's resolved. I just want to make sure it's resolved so the fight happens.
And with that being said, is Anthony Joshua gonna re-up with Showtime?
Well, I would love for that to be the case, and we will be in discussions with him, and we're going to approach it very aggressively. You know, Joshua's had 6 fights with us. I think we have demonstrated that we have built him impressively here in the U.S., and I think he's smart enough to see what everybody else sees, which is that there's one network that is, you know, the most committed, that's put on the biggest fights, that's the home of more stars and more big fights than any other network here in the U.S.
Wow, man. Yeah, with that being said, man, I appreciate your time, man. This is Corey Lee's Boxing.